primarily work with tree fruits, apples, cherries, pears, as well as row crops, onions, hay, those types of things, primarily in the orchards. And so we sell product, we just deal with fertility, nutrition in general, no agrochemicals. We are in central Washington, about the middle of the state. So it's called Zilla, Washington. It's a real small town. We're about 3 hours from Seattle, 3 hours from Spokane, 3 hours from Portland, so right in the middle. I heard about PROMAX. That was the main one we saw. Sounded exciting from a standpoint of being an OMRI approved product that was organic and having success with soil-borne diseases, things like that. For onions, that was the main interest. So some of the first products that we got in and used a lot of this year was, well, first off, we were trying to think of or see what type of products from Huma Gro could replace products that we were already using and distributing. And so C-PHOS was a main one, and then also all the micronutrients. So we used a lot of MaxPack. Went through quite a bit of that and seen really good results on tissue analysis compared to previous years. So I guess I would say the primary would be MaxPack, C-PHOS, as well as manganese. Use a lot of manganese in tree fruit. Yeah, those are probably the three main ones, but we used a little bit of everything. VITOL, Soilcraft for HUMUS, BREAKOUT. One of the main things we seen using MaxPack was based on tissue analysis. So primarily with our growers, we're doing tissue analysis sometimes every 2 weeks, depending on a variety. Usually it's once a month. And compared to other micronutrient products we use, whether it's a multi-mineral blend or individual micronutrient package, we've seen the most elevated levels we've ever seen, and since I've been doing this, so which is not that long, but 5-6 years. And we try to find the best products that we can, because the best products are going to yield the best results, and they sell themselves. And so based on we've used a lot of different types of micronutrient products that are complex with fulvic acids, humic acids, as well as some of the name brand amino acid chelated micronutrients. And using Huma Gro micronutrients, including MaxPack and a lot of the other individuals, we've seen the most elevated levels in tissue samples that we've ever seen. We actually had to have a few growers stop using them for a few weeks because the levels were so high. So we typically do weekly applications as foliar sprays. And so, yeah, that was one thing that we saw. Quality in the trees, color, vigor, those types of things looked beautiful this year, especially in some of the really tough varieties of apples like Honeycrisp. We had the best quality we've had. So it's all a few blocks. So I guess one thing I could say, we've learned a little bit about some of the individual micronutrients that aren't very common, such as Cobalt. And so we combined Cobalt with BREAKOUT during bloom on cherries and saw a fairly substantial increase in fruit set, just because we learned how Cobalt's an ethylene inhibitor, and it can do a few things to enable that bloom to stay viable for longer and to be able to get pollinated. And so on one specific cherry block, we did see compared to neighboring farms and kind of in that area, we saw a better fruit set because of that. So we're putting, so when we work with a customer, whether it's apples or cherries or whatever, we're basing our program on soil analysis and tissue samples, and we'll write a rec for them, and it'll be the full program from beginning of the year till harvest, and then thereafter even post-harvest applications. And so we're mixing and matching multiple different nutrients, based on the crop, based on the time of the season, and those types of things. So yeah, my father-in-law, he grew up farming and had a consulting business in Ohio before he moved to Washington. and so he's a certified crop advisor. And so he got me excited about ag and nutrition, soil amendments, soil biology, those types of things. And so I came on board about 5-6 years ago. And I guess some of what we do or what we focus on is solely nutrition. And so because of that, we feel like, I guess our edge, or I guess what sets us apart from a local co-op, is nutrition is our passion. And so we're looking at nutrition to solve a lot of issues rather than going after, an agrochemical, which we would consider a band-aid. If we have got an insecticide problem or insect problem, and instead of going after an insecticide, what we're excited about is the science that's starting to find out that, what causes the insect, or what causes the insect to be attracted to this plant. And so we're finding with nutrition we can remediate a lot of those issues by making the plant healthy. They're finding that plants have immune systems just like humans, and so if it's healthy, it's going to resist it, and the insect's going to go somewhere else to, eat on a plant that's less healthy, that doesn't have as high of nutrition content or fatty acids or different types of things that build up, its immunity to disease. And so that's primarily our focus, is trying to improve quality, improve yield, and then improve the plant's ability to resist any types of issues, whether it's insect or fungus or things like that, through nutrition. And it's been fairly successful, so it's been really exciting to do that. So that's kind of our focus. Definitely, as far as conventional goes, the Huma products are, from what we've used and seen out there, they're, far ahead in that effort to make things more efficient and less impact on, the environment, biology, and things like that. So, yeah, we're excited.